Have you ever created a detailed financial plan to save for a big exciting goal, like a house or finally paying off your debt, only to watch it completely fall apart after just a few weeks? You start out with this huge burst of motivation, ready to change everything, but then life happens. An unexpected car repair, a last-minute invitation from a friend, the plan just fizzles out and you're left feeling frustrated and maybe even a little ashamed, wondering what you did wrong. If this sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone, and I want you to hear this. It's likely not your fault. A recent survey showed that while a staggering 90% of Americans set financial goals for 2025, nearly half of them aren't on track to actually achieve their biggest one. The problem usually isn't a lack of desire or a failure of willpower, it's the lack of a clear, actionable system that can withstand the chaos of everyday life. So in this video, I'm going to show you a simple, 3-step method that turns those frustrating, fizzled-out plans into a real, durable roadmap for your financial future. By the end, you'll have a clear action plan that feels less like a chore and more like an unstoppable force. Before we dive into the how, let's spend a moment on the why. Why do so many well-intentioned financial goals die a slow, quiet death a few weeks in? It almost always comes down to two culprits working together, being too vague and feeling completely overwhelmed. Goals like save more money or get out of debt are nice ideas, but they're not goals, they're wishes. They lack any real direction or substance. Think of it like this. You want to drive to a new city you've never visited. You know it's somewhere to the west, but you don't have a map, a GPS, or even a specific address. You just start driving. You might make a few correct turns, but soon you'll hit dead ends, go in circles, and have no idea if you're getting closer or further away. That mounting uncertainty and frustration is exactly what leads to feeling overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed and don't have a clear next step, it's just easier to give up and do nothing at all. The way to break this demoralizing cycle isn't about trying to find more willpower, which is a finite resource that runs out. It's about building a solid system that makes your progress feel almost automatic, a system that works for you even on days when your motivation is zero. And that system starts by turning your vague wishes into concrete, actionable plans. The foundation of any successful long-term plan is absolute clarity. And the most effective way to get that clarity is by using the proven SMART framework. This acronym is a checklist to ensure your goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It transforms a fuzzy idea into a tangible target. Let's see what happens when we upgrade save for a house into a SMART goal. Specific. What are you actually saving for? Not just a vague house, but a 20% down payment on a 3-bedroom house in a specific neighborhood you love. The more detailed, the more real it feels. Measurable. How much exactly do you need? After researching home prices, you determine you need $24,000 for that down payment. Now you have a number to aim for. Achievable. Is this realistic for you right now? After looking at your income and expenses, you figure out you can comfortably and consistently set aside $500 per month. This step is crucial for preventing burnout. Relevant? Why does this goal truly matter to you? It's for the security, stability, and joy of owning your own home and building equity for your family's future. This why is the fuel that will keep you going. Time-bound. What's the deadline? At $500 a month, it will take you 48 months, or exactly 4 years. So, I want to save for a house becomes, I will save $24,000 for a down payment on a house by setting aside $500 every month for the next 4 years. Can you feel the difference? One is a daydream. The other is a plan. In fact, research by Dr. Gail Matthews shows you are up to 42% more likely to achieve your goals just by writing them down with this level of clarity. If this is already starting to click, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for more simple financial strategies. And let me know in the comments, what is the number one financial goal you are working on right now? Your SMART goal is your destination. Now, you need the GPS that will give you turn-by-turn directions to get there. That GPS is your budget. A budget has a bad reputation for being about restriction, but that's not true. A budget is about empowerment. It is a tool for making sure your spending aligns with what is actually important to you. It simply shows you where your money is going so you can consciously and purposefully direct it where you want it to go. A really popular and simple framework to start with is the 50-30-20 rule. The idea is that 50% of your after-tax income goes to your absolute needs, like housing, utilities, and groceries. 30% goes to your wants, like dining out, hobbies, and entertainment, and a crucial 20% goes toward your financial goals, like savings and paying off debt. With this rule in place, your $500 a month house fund isn't it just something you hope to have left over at the end of the month. It becomes a non-negotiable line item in your 20% savings category. You begin to treat it just like any other bill you have to pay, except this is a bill to your future self. This simple mindset shift turns your goal from an afterthought into a top priority. This is the final step, the one that makes your plan almost foolproof and protects you from your own worst instincts. The most effective way to stick to your goals is to take your daily decision-making and your fluctuating willpower completely out of the equation. It's time to automate your savings. Here's how it works. Set up an automatic, recurring transfer from your checking account to a dedicated high-yield savings account for each of your big goals. For our house example, you deschedule an automatic transfer of $500 to move into your house down payment fund the day after you get paid. This is called the pay yourself first approach. It ensures that your goal gets funded before you even have a chance to see that money and be tempted to spend it somewhere else, out of sight, out of mind, and into your future. This strategy is also incredibly powerful for attacking debt. You could automate extra payments using the avalanche method, where you focus all your extra cash on the debt with the highest interest rate, saving you the most money over time. Or you could use the snowball method, where you automate extra payments to your smallest debt first. Paying it off quickly gives you a huge psychological win and builds momentum. Whichever method you choose, automating those payments is key. When you make progress automatic, you make success practically inevitable. All right, let's quickly recap the 3 simple steps to building financial goals that actually stick. First, you get crystal clear on your destination by turning your vague wishes into specific, written-out, SMART goals. Second, you build your blueprint with a simple budget like the 50-30-20 rule, which makes your goal a non-negotiable priority. And third, you make your progress inevitable by using automation to pay your future self first. Stop letting your financial dreams fizzle out. You don't need more motivation or more willpower. You need a better, more robust system. Start small. Pick just one important goal, run it through the SMART framework, build it into your budget, and then set up that first automatic transfer. You will be absolutely amazed at how quickly you can turn a financial dream into your new reality. If you found this helpful, check out my other video on the best budgeting apps to help you get started. Thanks for watching, and go build that future.